So people who actually have jobs may not understand what I'm about to say. But either way, have you ever watched people just drive down the street? It can be a weekday, weekend, but off hours. It can be a blizzard. And you find yourself saying, "Where are you going? That guy's not going anywhere. He has no one to pick up from karate. Where's he going?" And one of the people I looked at was a woman, like of the proper age for this to make sense, and lightning struck my brain. Like there were chimes, and my vision warped, and suddenly I was in the early 90s, and I realized that woman's going to Kmart to look for Rubbermaid Bins. And I realized in the early 90s, I remember that being like a hot thing. Like that was the hot item that every house had to have. Like people would get excited. They would look for sales. They would go to Sears just for Rubbermaid Bins. Because there was no Amazon shopping. There wasn't Prime Video. There wasn't Netflix. There wasn't Hulu. People weren't just sitting around. Like they had to go and do things. So I'd be like, "All right, you have Nintendo. I'm going to go look for Rubbermaid Bins." And that was a thrilling thing for them. The reason being is because all the early Rubbermaid Bins was like a 50-gallon tub that was giant Tupperware. Because they already had the polyethylene. So someday an engineer said, "Well, if we batch this larger, we could have some pretty solid storage." And you could not open those ones with a hydraulic jack and a crowbar. I remember my nails getting white and being in pain while I was playing with my G.I. Joes that I just got out of the Rubbermaid bin. And then when you would seal it up, it like pops closed and there's air trapped inside of it and like the lid bows upwards. Like you could put a corpse in the middle of Orlando and it would still be fresh after 50 years for all the cannibals out there that are interested in that kind of information. But I knew that's what that woman was going to do. Somewhere in her time, it communicated to me because I'm a psychic. And I knew. I said, there's 6 inches of snow in the last hour, but I'm pretty sure that she's still hunting for those original Rubbermaid Bins.